how's it going, Ian? Why don't you come on in? This is my lovely little apartment here. I'm gonna just get that door behind me. Nice and shut. This is my living room. I'm gonna give you the tour. I'm gonna take you to my favorite room in the house. Come on, follow me. And this is the kitchen. We're gonna be making some tepache. Get ready. Love you. Very, very simple recipe. We got some cinnamon, cloves, sugar, pineapple, most important part, and then just some water that'll go with it. It is a fermented drink, but it is not alcoholic. But we're going to start with cutting open this pineapple here. So we're just going to cut off the top and the bottom. Now you want to make sure that you get a organic pineapple if you can, because we are going to be using the rinds in this recipe. Basically what we're going to do is just throw everything into this little jar over here and just let it sit for a couple days and let the bacteria do their thing, you know what I'm saying? Get all these rinds off. The rinds are really nice to have in the drink since they do add a lot of vitamins and fibers and things like that, which are good and healthy, and since this is a pretty sweet, sugary drink, we are going to want that in. So this pineapple, it was organic, but I still did wash it. I'm just going to throw those in there. Up next we got some cinnamon. There's only two other spices that really go into this thing. We got cinnamon and cloves. I'm just going to add a whole cinnamon stick. Just one stick will do. Since it is going to be sitting in liquid for a few days, we'll definitely get that nice cinnamon flavor. And then I'm going to add some cloves. So the recipe that I'm using calls for 3 cloves, which is kind of hard to tell with these. They're kind of small, so I'm just going to shake them out. We got like a few in there, so I'm just going to add them into our little thing. Up next is going to fill it with some warm water. The warm water is going to help the sugars all dissolve, which will be what the active cultures feed on. Since this is fermented, they're going to be creating that nice carbonation. I'm going to fill this up most of the way. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top though, since it is going to be carbonating and this is an airtight container. You don't want it to actually explode because that is a problem we have. Some brown sugar, a cup of brown sugar, throw it in there. Give the yeast something to heat up. And I'm gonna let that sit, gonna let that dissolve. Nice in there. And that's it. You got tepache in anywhere from 1 to 5 days, depending on how tart you like it. The longer you let it sit, the tartar it's gonna get. So after 1 day, it will be fairly sweet still and things like that because all the sugars have been eaten. Another important thing, since it is being fermented and all that carbonation is building up with pressure, there's a thing you do called burping. So what's going to happen, and I'll show you this when we go to taste it and test it. All you have to do is kind of lift the lid up and just let some of those gases out. That's tepache, ladies and gentlemen. See you in a couple days. It's been about 5 days. We've let the tepache just sit, burped it every couple times, twice a day about. And right now I'm gonna take it out. So as you can see on here, gonna have this white foamy stuff that's from all the fermentation and everything like that. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pull all these big chunks of pineapple rind out. Just set them aside. We don't need them anymore. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get any of this white stuff that's kind of still like left over, just kind of skim off as much of it as I can. There'll still be a little bit left because it is just a little carbonated, but some of it can kind of get like really tough and gross. Oh, that's fine. And now I've got my little pitcher with ice because tepache is typically served chilled. Just gonna pour that in there. I like to keep the spices in. You don't have to. I just like as it sits because it's going to be sitting for a little bit. Even more of the spice flavors are going to come out. But there we go. Set that aside to wash later. But yeah, this is tepache. Really, really simple. Really, really tasty. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of it. You guys know how it is. Got a nice fancy glass. And this has been Cooking Up Something Good with Matt and Ian. Enjoy.